In this video I'm going to talk about how muscle contraction happens. I'm on the level 3 learner manual on page 18. This is the basic diagram that you'll need to learn at your own time, but I'll talk about certain key aspects. Remembering with muscle fibers, you've got different muscle fiber types, type 1, type 2A and type 2B. Within these muscle fibers you've got the myofibrils. With the all or nothing law, all the myofibrils in that muscle fiber will contract or none of it will. What's not on this diagram is the sarcoplasmic reticulum, which is quite important as it houses the calcium which is needed for muscle contraction. I'm coming down to page 19. This is where it will be. Each of the myofibrils is broken down into sarcomeres due to these Z lines. But what's even more important is the myosin are the thicker filaments, what's actin are the thinner filaments. Now what allows muscle contraction is within the myosin we have the ATP, which when is broken down to AGP creates energy. The other side of it is the actin needing the calcium in order to bind onto the myosin, but it's stopped, it's blocked by at the binding sites by something known as troponin and troponomyosin. So in order to get calcium into the actin to bind onto the myosin, what happens is we have things known as action potentials on page 20. This is a diagram of neuromuscular junction, and so what happens is when there's an action potential we're going to have a release of something known as acetylcholine. So within these vesicles it helps allow to break down so that electrolytes, so that sodium is able, influx of sodium is able to reach this area. And because of that there's something known as depolarization. Basically that means there's a change in charge, and because of that the calcium is then forced to then follow the sodium. And once that happens, then we can have muscle contraction.